Guys, for a couple of days we had the pleasure of Professor Kosior from the Nextek company, the formal Unilever auditor for recycling facilities we use across the world, visiting Russia and really seeing different range of these companies in this industry, from just sorters to recyclers. We kind of try to build partnerships with. So what's your first impression from the country and the level of technology and the whole recycling industry in the country? Does it exist at all?
Yes, it exists. The recycling exists, but it's really very primitive at the moment. What we can see is the materials are not pre-sorted except at the landfill, and that creates a whole series of problems. What we would expect to see is a separation system from consumers, perhaps in cities where the materials can be collected in a much cleaner state than what they have. Recyclers right now have to struggle with organic food contamination in all the bottles that they get, and what they have to do then is they have to use extra cost, extra water, extra techniques to clean these materials up, which makes it quite a problem. The thing that amazed me when I came here is that everyone puts everything in the bin, right? There's no concept that we should be recycling and carrying out a more positive separation. Whereas in the other countries, people see a value to these products and they know that this is a valuable material. So what happens in places like Morocco, Tunisia, people put out their packaging at night, and then someone comes along, goes through the packaging and takes it away, and it goes to the recycling before it goes to landfill. Whereas here, all the recycling happens as an afterthought. It's not the beginning thought, it's the last thought. So it's rescued from landfill before it goes into landfill. And sadly, we would probably say 80% of all waste goes direct to landfill. It's not even touched, it's not even looked at. So we're losing all this material. They don't very efficiently inspect that material or pull it apart. They recover the things that are at the surface, and they take off some paper, some aluminium, some steel, some plastics. But most of it goes back into the truck and goes off to landfill, touching only, at best, I would say 10%, but I think it's less. Maybe it's even 5%. In terms of the technologies we've seen examples of very primitive technology, or I call it primitive because it's very basic, to technologies that are up to the current standards for Europe.
Our big hope and the first step in the right direction is that as of 1st of January 2020, at least in Moscow cities, are going to be a mandated separate waste collection across streets and households as well. So given the huge economic powers that brands like Unilever brands have, what role you believe we should play to kind of boost this education and culture in consumer behavior?
I think you've got a fantastic opportunity here, because your brands are in every house. Every day people touch your brands. They use them, they're familiar with them, and if you can promote recycling, you can promote the proper destination for these materials into the circular economy. You can tell your consumers you can help the environment, you can help your city, you can reduce waste, you can help create a circular economy for these products. Go for a walk to your local recycling spot or your centre. Walk 300 metres, it's good for you and then it's good for the environment. I think there'll be fantastic opportunities to promote that, and for Unilever to be seen to be a champion of the environment, to champion this new circular economy. I think we absolutely endorse it.
Thank you, and I do hope next time you visit us you're going to be more impressed with the state
I'd be
of the industry.
happy to come and see the change and help the change happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.